Between the hedges, Georgia dogs coming out. War Eagle flying over Jordan hair skies. Hotty toddy down in Oxford, rebels rise. Cowbells ringing in Starkville all night. Rocky Top singing in that Leland light. Anchor down Vandy, black and gold pride. Gamecocks crowing in Columbia loud and wide. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Gators in the swamp, chomping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Reds battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score.
Welcome to this presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.
What it is, ladies and gentlemen, what it is, what it could be, what it should be, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler. My name is Nick Frazier, one half Water Cooler Talk Sports, ladies and gentlemen. The man, you can't see him, but you can hear him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
Your boy Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Sir, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for rock with us as always. Here around the water cooler, man. Tonight we got our guys with us from Bubba and the Old Man, Auburn Sports Talk. It is Bubba. What's going on, Bubba? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. How are y'all feeling?
Man, we making it. We doing what we can. Ladies and gentlemen, our guy, everybody's favorite Auburn fan. I don't think he can hear us right now because I think he got some stuff working.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, he can't hear. He can hear us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Auburn Tez. What's going on, man?
What's up, Tez?
What's going on, man? Feeling pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
How y'all fellas doing?
We doing great, man. We doing great. Can't complain. We doing what we can to make it do what we do. We're doing what it can do,
Right.
doing what it should do, man. That's what it should be. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. Before we get into it, man, do me a favor real quick. Make sure you go subscribe to these YouTube channels, man. Subscribe to these guys at It's SECs and What I Got Tez, man. At Titan Sports Alabama Football Megacast. At Auburn_Addict TV, What I Got DC Wolf. Make sure you go subscribe over to the Uptempo Podcast, What I Got Dustin. And be sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I got Vandy Chris over to Go to Broom Podcast. And the Anchor Down podcast, which is live on Facebook. I think I saw the first, episode of that on Facebook yesterday. So make sure y'all go check that out, man. Also, man, I got the Huggy Beard on YouTube as well. And of course, Chop It Up with Kid Country, man. I got Edward, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe over there as well. And of course, Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube, man. We appreciate y'all so much for that. Make sure you go subscribe to JMHO Sports Talk, What I Got Coach Sean, and On the Block Sports with Coach Carl as well, man. Subscribe. I mean, support the people that support Water Cooler Talk, man. Shout out to our guy DJ, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Holly with an EY. And then make sure you follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. Thank you for supporting Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate him so much, man, for continuing to rock with us, man. We thank you, man. That's my quarterback. We appreciate you so much, man. Also, make sure you follow us. Follow the Water Cooler Talk Sports, man, on all socials, man, at the Coolest Pod 23 on X, Twitter, whichever one you want to call it. A lot of people still call it Twitter. You know, it is what it is. Follow us at the Water Cooler Talk on TikTok and on Instagram. And of course, on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Make sure you follow us there as well. And go check out watercoolertalksports.com, man. There will be a facelift. There's some things that's going to change on the homepage when you go to the landing page. It hasn't happened yet, but it will be happening over the next 3 days. You will see how it will look different. It will be a little bit more interactive. So go check out watercoolertalksports.com, man. Tell us what you think about it, man. We appreciate it. And if you want to become a member around the Water Cooler here, because exclusive member content is coming soon. It's coming real soon. And you want to support Water Cooler Talk Sports, $5.99 a month. $5.99 a month. Member exclusives is coming to the show, man. And we appreciate y'all so much, man. And if you don't want to become a member, guess what you can do? You can super chat. Super chats are always welcome, man. Every dollar that is given to Water Cooler Talk Sports goes back into Water Cooler Talk Sports. And we thank y'all so much for that, man. Fellas, man. Second week of the of this here transfer portal. And seems to be going in the right direction, in my opinion. I don't know what y'all think, man. You know, the thing is, Tez, you weren't here. So, you know what? Before we get into the conversation tonight, I want to get your thought process if you had the opportunity to, you know, sit back and see what Auburn has done in the transfer portal. I want to get your thought process on it. What you have seen, what you have heard. Just tell us what you think, man, before we get into the conversation tonight.
Yeah, so I mean, admittedly, I haven't been as in tune with everything that's going on. But from what I can see, it looks like everything is going as planned, right? The players that we targeted are landing. They're getting home. We get Bryce Brown. We get Keyshawn Singleton. And a host of other USF players. Added some pieces I saw today on the offensive line. Running back room gets a lift through the portal. I can't spot I can't spot a bad part unless you're just saying that, hey, these are USF guys, Division 5 guys, and they're not going to translate to the SEC. But in terms of what the coach wanted to do and the GM wanted to do versus what's actually happening in the portal, I think Auburn is actually one of the few schools that is actually going 100% right for. There are a lot of schools that's not getting everything that they want in the portal. And Auburn is not one of those at this moment. So I'm excited to see how they end this thing because it's always interesting in portal season. After you kind of go down your big board and you get the players that you want, then whatever you have left, you can kind of go, you know, maybe we can land this player. Maybe we can shop here. Maybe we can shop here. So I'm excited to see the rest of the portal for Auburn, to be honest with you. But yeah, I haven't watched a ton of it. I've seen the names, but you know, I hadn't been able to watch the film and all that good stuff like I usually do.
It's all good, man. Before we get into it, man, we want to shout out to everybody that's in the chat with us, man. Shout out to Auburn Dad for life, man, for rocking with us. What's up, Auburn Dad? AD for real, what's going on? JT in the chat. What's up, JT, man? How you feeling, man? We appreciate you so much, man, for rocking with us, man. Tory Rush is rocking with us around the water cooler. What's up, Tory? How you feeling, my guy? There he is, my guy, Wade. What's going on, Wade? Shout out to Wade, man, for rocking with us. There he is, Black Magic, Rodney Williamson. What's up, my guy, man? Black Magic Racing in the chat. What's going on, my guy? And the Insider, he rocking with us tonight. What's up? And what's going on? There he is, Mike McKinney. Mike McKinney is in the chat. What's going on, Mike? How you feeling, my guy? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? We appreciate you so much, man, for rocking with us here. Excuse me, around the water cooler, man. Let's see what he said. Nigga, I'm gonna make my Neptune joke now that Tez here. We got Neptune, so Tez, you should turn your spaceship around to Neptune. No, not funny, okay? You miss all the shots you take if you JT. Oh, okay. I
Well,
guess.
JT, Nick didn't really help you with that one.
I was trying to read it like the joke. Still don't get it because he did the joke last week. And
What was the Neptune joke last week?
so Neptune, who's the wide receiver from USF, committed to
Oh,
Auburn.
okay.
So he was basically saying like every time he see you it's like you're in a spaceship. So he was like, you need to turn your spaceship around and go to the planet Neptune. Again, that's the joke. I was like, I get it.
Okay.
Shout out to Phil Will rocking with us, man. Phil Will in the chat.
What's up, Phil?
What's up, Phil, man? Philip Marcel. What's up, my guy? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us, man. I'm about to bring in two guys, man, that's gonna join us in the conversation tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Ant the Insider is gonna rock with us, and I already know who this is. It is Mr. 21 himself, Ed Darby. What's up? How y'all feeling?
Hey,
Y'all all right?
What up, fellas?
Levels.
ran off on the plug twice.
This is wild, man. This is
Losing
wild.
chicken in.
This
Man,
is
I'm calling, I ain't calling bike.
Man, y'all hilarious, bro.
I said I left to go to Texas.
Y'all hilarious.
Oh man.
Y'all are
That's hilarious.
hilarious, bro. This
Keep
is
going, Ant.
This is great. This is great television right here.
50K, man, they calling me. I don't know why they stalking me.
All right, okay.
I
All
was
right.
never going anyway.
Hey, we get all right now. All right, okay, all right.
What, man? He ain't even
Yeah.
let me finish. I had one more line, man.
I was telling you to stop. That's what I was saying.
That's messed up, Nick.
Chill. Let's get to the conversation. Let's get to the conversation.
All right.
We want to get to the conversation. Before we get into it, Mike McKinney got a question. Who you pulling for tonight? Steelers or the Texans? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you who I'm pulling for. I am pulling for the Texans to win because I just don't want to see Aaron Rodgers win. That's all.
Man, no.
Just being real. That's it.
Well, it should be an interesting game. I don't have no.
It is gonna be an interesting game, but
There might be 4 total points scored tonight.
4 total points.
4
total. All right.
Wow.
That's very low. Very low, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm rocking with the Texans tonight, man. Give me the Texans. Give me the young Texans to come out here and get a W tonight. I like the youth to get this thing right and rolling.
Defense, man.
So it's gonna be good. But I do hope that the Texans, I do hope that the Steelers play what is that? What's the name of the song that they play? Oh mama, don't you? What's the name of that song?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They play it like at random times during the game when they do the towels, the terrible towels. Oh mama, don't you make another thing?
Is that Queen?
I don't know. I just know the song is kind of catchy. I never knew what the title of the song was.
I think it's Renegade.
Renegade. That's what it's called.
Okay,
Yeah,
Renegade.
Renegade. Whoa, mama, don't you make the gig is up. I like, oh, that's kind of clean. Like, everybody go crazy.
But he told me to stop, though.
It'd be crazy though.
Alright.
Yeah, I did. All right, man. Let's get into this. Let's get into this conversation tonight, man. All right.
Man.
So, as you can tell from the thumbnail, you can tell from the title of tonight's show, man. We've kind of talked about this a little bit already, but we haven't kind of like pinned it to a particular player per se, because at the time when we talked about it, he wasn't committed. Because we talked about this about a week and a half ago. But he is committed now. And he's going to be QB1. And the last time we had a quarterback of this caliber, well, let's not say of this caliber, but a quarterback that has come of similar or somewhat near stature come in. Auburn had a successful season. And this actually came from a conversation I was having with somebody else that had nothing to do with this podcast. We was having a conversation about this, and they asked the question, do you think that Auburn could have a Cam Newton type 2010 season with Byrum Brown?
No.
And something just popped into my head when I had that, when that asked me, is I said, I think that'll be an interesting discussion and an interesting perspective from somebody just to have. And then the funny part about it is I was talking with Kendall earlier today, and Kendall said, Kendall asked, he was like, man, I'm telling you, what if? Basically that. And I was like, you know what, that confirmed it. So I want to ask y'all a question, man. I'm just literally gonna ask y'all a question, and I want to hear y'all thoughts on this, man. What is the ceiling with Byrum Brown at quarterback for Auburn? And I'm gonna set it up like this. You're talking about a quarterback that has been in the offensive system with Alex Golesh for 3 years. He's been in the system. He knows it. He understands it. He's brought all of the receivers that were with him for at least 2 to 3 years with him as well. You're seeing the offensive line of what could be the offensive line come together. You just got Cole Skinner, and you got the other Cole. Well, the two Coles, the starting center Cole, and then the other Cole from USF. Two kind of pieces. I think one of them has like over. I was reading. I think the center has like over 1,800, almost 2,000 snaps in college football reps, just college football play. And you're seeing what this offense has done ever since Alex Golesh has taken over at USF, and you're basically kind of just uprooting those guys and putting them into an Auburn uniform. But these guys know the system and they kind of know each other pretty well. So I'll just ask a question. I just want to ask a question. What is the ceiling for Auburn this upcoming season in 2026? Should and this kind of piggybacks on the show that we did on Wednesday as well. Should the level of expectation be higher than what we think it is? Because if I'm not mistaken, on that show, a lot of people said 6-7 wins on that show. Some people said it could go up to 8, and things of that nature. So I'll just ask the question. Bubba started the answer, so I'm gonna start with Bubba. Go ahead, Bubba. What you think?
Yeah, as far as the whole, can it be a 2010 season? Absolutely not. I don't see that at all. But as far as what the ceiling is, I'll start individually with the offense. This can be a top 20 group offensively because everything just fits so well together. You have a starting center with an incredible amount of experience. You went out, you got a left tackle that I think is very solid. Overall, the rest of the offensive line I don't feel great about, but the experience in the system with this tailback room and Byram's fit in the system, this can be a top 20 group. Overall success for the season, I think, as far as with the schedule, I think the max you can expect is 9 wins.
The max is 9.
Yeah, that's because I don't think in tight games this team will perform well. Because you're guaranteed at least with any offense, at least one dud a year. And with this group and their overall not as high talent ceiling, probably 2 or 3 of those. And I don't think Auburn will be able to survive that.
Okay, so you're saying that even though they have chemistry together, you don't think the chemistry can overcome what some are saying is not as talented of a group of guys that has left, is what you're telling me.
No, I just think that just overall, any offense is going to have at least one dud. I think with this group, you're going to have 2 or 3 of those because you're going to get into a game where a team's going to be able to shut you down and slow you down. And this offense is not meant to operate in a slowed down, grinded out type of game.
Okay.
So in those games, you're expecting the defense to pick up slack, but you have a defensive group without a ton of experience and you're replacing a lot. So I just think inevitably at least 2, probably 3 games are just not going to go your way.
Okay. All right. So you're replacing a lot of okay. When you say let me make sure I'm saying this right. When you say that you're replacing a lot that doesn't have a lot of experience, on what side of the ball are you saying? Are you referring to a defense that would have to pick up the slack from an offense that would be slowed down, or are you referring to an offense that doesn't have much experience
Well, I'm talking about
Playing-
the
what do you
defense
mean?
not having a ton of reps together overall, because you think of your
Oh, okay,
cornerback
so
group,
together. Okay, all right.
like
Yes.
Shamar Arnaud is ridiculously talented, but he's
Yeah.
going to be a true sophomore. You know, Andre Jordan has not played with anybody on this group. You're replacing potentially an entire defensive line starter wise, unless you get another year for Dallas Walker. So
Mhm.
I just think you're probably going to have a dud at some point, and it could even come in week 1.
Interesting. All right, Marcus, what you thought? What's your thoughts on that?
I kind of wholeheartedly agree with Bubba. I think Bubba's being very truthful in his assessment. It's kind of realistic to think that we're going to go through those learning curves with a new coach and and new players. Right now, as constructed, looking at the O-line, there's still a lot of question marks, and to think that that we all know that an O-line is based off chemistry and basically games played. And I'm just trying to see who he brings in that's gonna have a lot of experience to fill those holes. Right now, he's doing a great job, but it's still an uphill battle, man. It's still a lot of holes to be filled. And it's just when you're doing an overhaul of a team like that, it's just it's gonna be some games that you're supposed to win that's very close that you end up dropping just because of experience and time played together. So it's just I love Bubbles of what he's saying, and I think we putting too much in it that he gonna be Cam Newton.
No,
I
nobody
think-
said he was going to be Cam Newton. I just said could Auburn have a season like the 2010 season that when Cam Newton was there?
I think a potential 10 wins is on the table if everything goes right, because you got to look at the chemistry that those guys have had playing with each other. But it's still like Bubba said, it's an uphill battle when you think about he has to get defensive pieces, he has to get an offensive line, he got to get depth. It's still a lot that he has to do before you can just really step that as a 10-win season. But we moving forward. I'm still here for it.
Okay. It's 21. Your thoughts, man?
I got this thing anywhere from 6 to 8. I said 7. The answer to the question is a big N and a little no and a little O. Unless Jesus comes down during the season and gets on the team, or some kind of Disney fairy dust comes over the team. So yeah, other than that. But there is going to be a lot of it's going to be some back and forth with some of these games, which may be kind of hard to call because it's a lot of first-year coaches, a lot of culture building within the SEC this year. So don't know how this thing going to work out at LSU, Ole Miss, what they got going on, Vanderbilt.
Right.
So it's, Florida, it's who knows. So it's just like I said, a lot of first year head coaches going against each other. Anything can happen. I do agree with a lot of what Huggy said. They could come out here and lay a dud, or it could be a struggle or struggle in crunch time. It can't be no worse than this past year. Cannot be.
Oh, it can get worse.
Cannot.
Well, we've been saying that for 3 years.
Well, we
Right.
have Mr. Golf Game out there, so
We haven't hit Chad Morris level bad yet.
oh wow.
Not quite.
So yeah, it's at least if they have the right culture set or something, they'll probably play a little bit better in that area, hopefully. Like I said, the stories that y'all talk about, it's not shocking that people don't know how to perform when it's time to perform. So that's all I got.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah, 6 to 8, there's levels to this. Go ahead.
We're not supposed to be saying the word levels. We're supposed to be saying stages. Stages. We don't say levels no more, remember? That's what you that was you. That was you,
No,
man.
the word is not banned yet. You already said it
Okay.
once already, so it's getting up
Alright.
there. So I'm just helping it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Shout out to C Hall, man. C Hall in the chat right here with us, man. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Talking about the portal. What's up, my guy? Ed, go ahead. Your thoughts.
Let me see. How many new coaches do we have that's on the schedule? 5, 6.
You have
Right.
Florida, you have Ole Miss, you have
LSU.
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 3.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Those three right there for sure.
Arkansas
Yeah,
makes
still in
4.
Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, Arkansas will be 4. I forgot about Ryan Silverfield, Arkansas. Yeah, so Arkansas is 4.
So that's 4. That's 4 wins I could see. Alabama doesn't. I don't know. That game's up in the
Alabama
air
will be
with me.
breaking in Alabama will be breaking in a new quarterback.
Yeah.
That's true.
They still got Denver though.
I say 7 with the additions that we got. I go from 7 to 9, maybe 10, because people don't realize one of the most important things in football is your quarterback center relationship.
Okay.
And you brought the center in that's been playing with him for the past 3 years. Plus, he also, you coached him. So you got the center coach quarterback relationship. All the rest of it could possibly fall in line.
Okay.
So with the running back room and from the film I've seen about the receivers, we could end up with 9, maybe 10.
Okay. All right. Ted, your thoughts, man.
I don't know, man. I guess I'm drinking the Kool-Aid because when you ask, can we have that type of season? Now,
That was the question. That was the question. It was meant to let people kind of, what's the word people use, bug a little bit. It wasn't will we, it was can we. That was the answer to the question.
If I had to give a prediction, it'd probably be different from what I'm about to say. But can we? Absolutely. Why not? Why couldn't we? I mean, you think about it. If you asked that same question about Indiana before the season started, everybody on this panel, everybody in the chat would have said, no, they're not going to go undefeated and be in the national championship. But they are. Right? The title of this episode is How Far Can Byrum Brown Take Auburn this season? Well, how far can Fernando Mendoza take Indiana in the season? All the way to the national championship. And not only is that happening on the Plains, it's almost a replica of what Kurt Cinetti did with JMU, bringing in all the talent that he had coached previously, people that had played a ton of snaps that know his system, brought in a quarterback that can operate his system. So, yeah, it could be that type of season. Now, Heisman Trophy winning and all the other jazz that went along with that season, now that's different. But yeah, absolutely, man. We can go out there and win every single game we play. And I'm not talking about from a talent standpoint, maybe so, but the only thing that gives me pause about this is these offenses don't operate very well in the red zone.
True.
We've seen that with Tennessee. We've seen that with everybody that runs this type of offense. Whenever there's a turnover or a pick, it's a pick six because that's just the way the offense is set up. There's a lot of passes behind the line of scrimmage and stuff like that. So that right there gives me pause. If there's a team that's able to stifle us from big plays and make us go march up the field and score in the red zone, they may give us some trouble and give us a bump along the way. But can we have an undefeated season all the way to a national championship? I don't see why not. We got just as good a chance as anybody else. I mean, like you guys just already mentioned all the coaching changes that's in the SEC alone, right? And then even the top of the SEC, I want you to think about this. With all the coaching changes that's going on in the SEC, who's at the top of the SEC right now? Georgia wet the bed. Ole Miss didn't look too, I mean, they look good with Trinidad Chambliss, but he may not get another year, so they may not be at the top of it. You got Texas, who's adding portal pieces, but we haven't seen it on the field yet. So it's like the SEC in itself is up for grabs. And we are getting in the pieces that this coach feels that he needs to make this offense a successful one. We have a defense that everybody in the chat and everybody on this panel would agree is a proven coach. I'm not as worried about the talent on the defense because I know that this guy can put together a product that gets better game after game after game. We've seen it. We've seen this defense get better as the season goes along. So I'm not really worried too tough about that. But man, can we? Yeah, we can. Now, will we is a whole different conversation. But can we? Oh, absolutely. And that I would say that for a lot of these teams up here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just Auburn. Like, you can go down the list and yeah, they can. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different day in college football. It's, you know, the traditional powers are at home right now watching football. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, talking about two transfer portal quarterbacks, first-year transfer portal quarterbacks playing in the national championship right now. So why not? Yeah, we can. Absolutely.
About to bring in a guy. About to bring in a guy right now. I know he's gonna have an opinion on this about how far Byrum Brown can take Auburn, and can Auburn have, a similar season to that. Ladies and gentlemen, chop it up with Kid Country. There's our guy, Edward. Edward, take it away, my guy.
That's my quarterback. That's my teammate. That's my quarterback.
Oh man.
Man. All right now, Nick. You done converted me. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the sweet tea. I've been converted. I've been a changed man. I had to go back, and I had to be realistic with myself. Are you down on these guys because you're down on these guys? Or kid, are you down on these guys because you had built the attachment to the kids that walked out the door? And there wasn't nothing on these guys that came in. It was kid had built the attachment. I had built the attachment to Cam Coleman. I had built a little attachment with Deuce Knight, man. I had built an attachment with Crawford. So, I snuffed my nose at the kid that came in the door. But I was wrong. The hell with them. They go. It's all about the guy that wanted to come and play for me. So I ain't got Deuce Knight no more. I got Byrum Brown. And I think Byrum Brown could take us as far as Byrum Brown could take us. And what I mean, he can take us as far as the offensive line in front of him allows him to take it.
Okay.
Whether that be 7 games or whether it be SEC championship. That's still to be determined. I don't know what we got left in the safe. I don't know what you got left, Jimmy Rain, but wood's still selling pretty good because I see damn pine trees up and down the road every day. But if they ain't got enough in the safe, I need you to open up the safe, put a little bit more in the safe, and I need to put the best line around them that I can. Because I like the move we have made, but I still want me one more tackle. I still want me one more guard, and I still want me a combo, a swing guy. They can play guard or tackle. I need that.
Okay.
You give me that. And if that offensive line solidified, I like to move with Arnaud over on the defensive side today, and that's what gave me my hope again. Okay. So, because of the yin-yang thing, I still need about 2 more defensive linemen. Because if I want to play fast, they're going to tie my big boys out on the line. So, just to me, you got the house built. You just put the furniture in it now. It's just a few more pieces that we need. You know what I mean? I think he can take us as far. I think he can take us as far as he can take us. He's been in the system.
Okay.
He knows what his head coach expects. He knows the receiver he gonna be throwing the ball to. I think at Auburn, I think he'll still have a better line in front of him than what he had at South Florida. He gonna have a hell of hell of a backfield, bro. And that's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
With Bryson Washington, called the guy that you bought from them, excuse me, and the two guys that ain't nobody talk about, Malcolm and Henderson, I look for all those guys to take a big step forward, man. So just being able to run the ball in crucial situations, you know, I'm not gonna put it all on Byrum, but I think he can take us as far as we. And I don't want to sit here and say you can be a playoff team, but you can be a playoff team.
Well,
Because let's be realistic. What 4 or 5 of the team that we playing, they dealing with the exact same thing we dealing with.
okay.
Right.
4 or 5 of the coaches they new to the SEC and head coaches as well. You know, to me, it's about how well this team can do the little thing. Because I think that's where we lost games at last year, for the last couple of years. It's the little thing. You know, what do you do when ain't nobody watching, bro? That's what separates. Well, I hear you say when y'all was having a question about the culture and the elite. I never did get to chime in on that.
Okay.
But the culture that breeds winning football is, what do you do when ain't nobody looking? You know, what do you do when the coaches ain't around? Where do I find? Where are you spending your time at? Because in order to be successful, I need you down here in the weight room. I need you down here in the training room. I need you eating right. I need you sleeping right. And it's the little thing that you do. You know, everybody has a culture. Every one of us has a culture. Your home has a culture. By what you allow to go on in your home. You know what I mean? So, as an outsider, I come in your house and I see your kids talking back to you or no respect. I know that, dang, that's the culture that you have allowed in your home. And I think a lot of the kids got bad reps because, let's be honest, these 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, yeah, they making money. But you're going to do as much as you're allowed to do.
Facts.
All of us have been that age. We're going to tiptoe that line closer we can in that line without crossing that line. So I think it was a lot of things that they was allowed to do that didn't reflect a winning culture. So when those games got on the line, 7 points, you couldn't come back, you know, because you didn't have a culture of doing the right thing when nobody looking. I can only fool people for so long. But eventually, the real you gonna show.
True.
You know, I have a repetition of doing the same thing every day. I have a culture in my restaurant. There's an expectation at my restaurant. You know, it's the same thing as a football team. This is the culture. This is the standard. Anything lower than this is not tolerated. You know, this is what I expect from everybody here. This is what I expect from myself. You know, I can't preach standard and not hold myself to the standard. And I think that's what Hugh did. You know, he taught that talk and he preached that, but he didn't even hold himself to the same standard. So,
Gotcha. Now,
see, I got a different mindset tonight, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised by this. I was expecting something different. I was like, okay, all right. Now,
The
see,
doors of the
here's the
church
thing.
are now open.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's open. The doors to the church are open. Come as you are. You know, it is what it is, man. And speaking to that, Calvin Peterson, shout out for the $2 super chat, man. We appreciate that. Calvin said 10-2 with an SEC championship this year is what he's saying. So 10 wins. And then shout out to
That's
our guy
college
James
football
Barnett.
playoff, bro.
James Barnett says, I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can see us being in the CFP this year. Are we saying Alex Golis and his staff is not good enough to do so? Sounds like people are basing this totally on talent. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't see a way in the world that you have watched this playoffs that's going on right now and think that there's a team out there that can't do this.
Yeah.
Like,
What you think, Wade?
Tez took the words out of my mouth earlier. I'm with him because I feel like it can happen, but I know the PTSD has got everybody shook. And then when we look at the college football playoff, we look at the teams. Okay, 2010, yeah, it could happen. It won't, that it can't happen. Will it happen? We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't see that coming. So we didn't see that coming. When I saw Cam, I was like, okay, we got a quarterback, but I mean, you still got to have pieces around him. Then we did it again in 13 with Nick Marshall with a cornerback. So, yeah, we could definitely do it. So, I mean, it's just that simple. Like, yeah, we could. Now, will we is another different question, but we can do it. It could happen. It could happen. I mean, I'm gonna let the man do what he do. So, if it didn't happen before, and then like y'all said earlier, you look at college football playoffs now, just about every quarterback that was a transfer quarterback from somewhere.
Right.
So I mean, you got that going on. You got Indiana's just a well-coached team. Like I say, let's watch them demolish 2 teams full of 4 and 5 stars. And I mean demolish. I mean, went out there and looked like the old Alabama, where they just went out and straight dominated. Who's to say that can't happen? Because we know our defense, we were in games last year. We didn't get beat as bad as neither one of them teams with a worse offense of play calling anyway. I ain't going to say talent, but play call. We got beat worse than both of them. We never got beat that bad.
In 2 years.
And we played, yeah. So, I mean, Oklahoma, we played just about everybody in there. Texas A&M. What was that? 10, 16, 10, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
The score. So, you look at that one. Oklahoma game, we was in that one. Georgia game, we was in that one. Like, come on. And Alabama game, we was in that one. Like, bro, come on. And you mean to tell me you don't think that we could go out here and be like Indiana or somebody? I mean, we definitely could. So, I mean, I know a lot of people don't want to get their hopes up because mine have been crushed.
Mm-hmm.
But then I didn't let Hugh Freeze crush mine last year because I knew what he was going to come out and do. Because the year before, when he showed me he won't run the ball, I was like, we're going to be in trouble. So I already knew it. Because he's not going to run the ball. You got the best tailback in the country and you don't give him the rock, then, bro, you're not going to do right. And even my brother, who's an Oklahoma fan, didn't believe me when I said that until he saw it for himself when he watched the game. He was like, man, why you not giving Quez the ball? I said, your guess good as mine. And I say, until he show me anything different, I'm not going to believe what he's saying about we close. So, and here we are.
Bad word.
Banned word. Close is a banned word. Yeah.
I think with the team that we had, I hate to say it like this, with the team that we had that pretty much walked out the door with goalies, that's why I never buy the whole them guys were losers. They were 5-17. Man, all them guys went to team that go in the playoffs and compete for championship.
Okay.
I think that kind of was the plan. But he didn't know the extent to what the payroll was looking like or whatever. But I think if you give him the same team, I would guarantee you a playoff berth.
I was about to say the same thing.
I would guarantee you a playoff berth with that. Because you look at how, and I think we kind of still, no knock on the guy that we got, but I think as an overall talent, I think we kind of, we took a hit as far as the overall talent. Not saying that no guy can't play, that's not what I'm saying. But, to say that what we lost just with guys like Kendrick leaving, Keyron leaving, not just necessarily the transfer. We took a big hit. And some of those spots I think we still yet to fill those positions. You know what I mean? not to the level that left there.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be the only thing, that I could think of, man. But bro, you 8 wins, 9 wins. That's very well in the realm of being realistic, honestly, with this team.
You know what, Edward? You made a very, very interesting point, man. You could argue. Well, I mean, it's not even you could argue. I think we lost more production to graduation in the NFL than we did to the portal. As many players as we had go in the portal, when you're talking about snaps played, stats earned, production, we lost more of that to the NFL and graduation than we did to the transfer portal. A lot of the guys that we lost in the transfer portal have not done a lot in Auburn uniforms. Deuce Knight is one of them, right? Deuce Knight is one of them. Immense talent. We loved him out of high school. What has he done on the Plains? He hasn't got the opportunity, but still, that's not production that you're losing. That's just talent. Nick did a great video about this. I think it was last year. Production versus potential. That's what we are looking at when we talk about the transfer portal guys that are leaving. Was a lot of potential leaving the room, but not a ton of production, except for when you start talking about the defensive end with Blockton and Crawford and those guys. I'm specifically talking about the offensive side of the football. Man, even with Cam Coleman, you're talking about 2 years, 1,200 yards. That's not a ton of production that you let him walk out of the door. So, man, that was a great point. It was we lost a lot, with the Keldrick Falks leaving and those guys graduating. That almost was the biggest hit to us, more than what left in the portal.
I'm gonna ask these. Got these coming up, man. Mike McKinney said history proves Auburn with a decent QB is dangerous. I mean, that is true.
Yeah.
That is kind of true right there. And you sleeping giant came back and said, let me say this and I'll sit back and listen. He said, go back and look at our last 2 seasons. How many more games would we have won if we just scored 1 touchdown per quarter?
They have a national championship, probably.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Or at least we'll be
1 touchdown per quarter.
If we score one more touchdown, if we score 1 touchdown per quarter, that's 28 points a game.
So 28 more points a game, we would have won the national championship. 2 of them.
Or you would have at least been in the college football playoff conversation or a college football playoff.
But see, that's the problem. That's the problem with this question. You can't compare last year to what you got coming, because you got to think about this. You really lost a whole offensive line. So you was gonna have to replace that whether Hugh stayed or left. You lost 4 receivers.
Not really.
5 receivers.
No, you wasn't. You weren't. You was going to have to. You would have lost Dylan Wade. You would have lost Jeremiah Wright. You would have lost Mason Murphy. But you still had the opportunity, depending on like the noise was that maybe Connor Lew would have stayed if there was not a reduction in what he was getting from what he was getting the year before. Maybe he would have decided to stay because he's coming off an injury, and maybe you want to come back off injury, get stronger before you get to the NFL. And if that didn't happen, then maybe you sitting here looking at it and saying Connor Lew stays, maybe Xavier Chaplin stays. If that situation doesn't pan out. So now, if you're looking at what Auburn brought in on the offensive line, 2 Coles. That's just how I'm gonna refer to them because they both. the 2 Coles. You brought in Joseph Simmons. You brought in Stanton Ramil. You brought in, if that were to happen, you have brought in 3 extra. You have brought in 3 linemen to go with the 2 guys that would have been returning, plus 2 depth pieces. With what's already there with a Jacoby Ward, a Ty Buster, and those guys. So, I mean, you probably would have had to go out and probably only get maybe 1, maybe 2 more offensive linemen with what's coming in as well on the freshman side. So, I mean, if you're talking about that, I'm looking at it from a logistical standpoint of what it just keeping those 2 guys, how it would have been different moving forward this coming season.
I got you. Well, I mean, I get that, but who's to say even if you did stay, Connor might have. I mean, he still might would have left. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, it's a possibility he still could have left.
We probably would have been portaling for an offensive lineman or 2 anyway, no matter what happened.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
which is the norm across college football. When you look at it, people going to the portal to
yeah.
get 1 or 2 offensive line pieces. It's kind of the norm.
James Barnett, he asked a question. He said, okay, fellas, let me pose this question. He said, if we had this staff, the staff that's currently at Auburn now, last year, do you think the outcome of last year with that roster would have been CFP berth?
Man, you probably would have had 2,000-yard receivers, a 800-yard rusher, a 500-yard rusher. I mean, a college playoff berth. You might have been playing next Monday, being honest.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
If you're talking about, let's say like Hugh Freeze left or whatever, and the whole team stayed, and then this new staff came in, they would be it'd be a different road. They could probably get close to the CFP. I believe it would have been a shock to the system of the players. Some of these guys would have been suspended.
I was about to say the same thing.
Accountability.
Some of these guys wouldn't even been on the team.
Yeah.
A lot of accountability would have been happening because it was a lot to correct with this team.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was thinking earlier. Yeah, if you said if this was last year, they would be pretty good. But yeah, that accountability. Some of these dudes might not even be on the team.
Yeah, Malcolm Simmons would have been off before the season started.
Yeah.
Like it's just like what Dion did over there in Colorado. He warns them before the season. If you get in any kind of, if you choose, you should be focused on football and school. But if you choose to have a relationship, if anything comes up with the police or anything, don't even come back.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta tell them up front.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
but I'm finna say, I was just gonna say, even if you lost Malcolm, you still brought in Eric Singleton, so you really wouldn't have had it really wouldn't have been a loss right there.
So I got an interesting question. What do you think that would have happened if we'd have gave this staff that we have now that same open checkbook and that same draft class and portal class? How many of these guys you think that we would have had on roster? Just from a character and accountability standpoint.
I think
maybe 70%. Max
would have been. So you saying 30% would have been gone?
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
just picking different guys.
I was gonna say 40%. Yeah, I was gonna say 40. I was gonna say this. I was gonna say the roster probably look more like 55, 60%. I was gonna even go even.
The scheme fit is probably gonna take about 20% of the guys on offense.
We wouldn't have $4 million to $5 million wrapped up in the receiver room.
I mean, yeah.
I think, man, this team still in this team in the. See, I think this is what we going wrong with.
Okay.
I don't think these kids are bad at what people trying to make them out to be.
Okay.
Like they just did some average 18. Okay.
Oh, you're right.
I think they did average because we talking as 40-year-old guys. I got a 20-some-year-old son.
Let's clarify this though. Which kid?
I'm thinking, some of these kids just did normal kid stuff, bro. I don't think they bad. Man, look at Georgia. They in the playoffs every year with kids that stay in and out of jail. What I'm saying is,
it's not just about.
It doesn't matter.
If you got
it only matters when you win.
No, I'm thinking. You get what I just said. You get away with what you're allowed to do. I think the change at the head, just that change at the head, and you know what's tolerated and what's not going to be tolerated. You didn't lose game because of that. You know what I mean? You lost game because you had a coach that should have gave up play calling.
Sleeping Giant.
That's why you lost game.
Sleeping Giant's question is in line with what you just said. He said, "See, y'all are proving my point." He said, "Freeze was right." He said, "Freeze was right."
He was right. We were close.
We were close. Just not with Freeze.
Just not with him calling the plays, bro. Just not with him.
He was the problem, basically.
Yeah. That's
he wasn't lying.
That's what everybody was saying. Like we agreed. Like I remember we did a show on here when that first came up, and he was like, "We're close," and we did a show and we said we're close, but to what? I remember us doing a show during the season about that, and I want to say on that show we said, "Yeah, we may be close, but not with you as the head coach." is
Yep.
kind of what the gist of the conversation was.
That
We
part.
agree with we agree with him saying yes, Auburn's close. You can't have that amount of talent on a roster and not
not
sit
do.
there and say like, hey, this team should not win.
Well,
This team
yeah.
should not win games. Like
we also
literally-
watched the
True.
games too.
We did, and we watched the game.
Yeah.
But we
it's
sit
like,
here,
yeah, we pretty close.
but the stories and everything that was coming out behind the scenes of what was going on, you can't sit here and tell us we close and we hear what's and we know
Yeah.
people know what's happening. No, we're not close. Not with you there. We ain't. Let's just be honest about it.
To-
Remove
to-
yourself from the equation, and then maybe we are. That's probably, and that and then you saw that happen at the end of the season. You saw it. What he said was true.
Yeah.
But go ahead. My bad.
I was about to say to Edward's point, man. Yeah, and I'm not gonna mention the names, but we already know who I'm going to talk about. If you got a coach that is golfing before games, why is it hard to believe that players are going to parties before games? Because everything starts with the head guy. The culture is set by him. So, like, that's not hard to believe. Like, and to be honest, that's normal 18-year-old kid stuff, right? Like, that's what any of us probably would have done. The only difference between what is going on at Auburn and what goes on at other schools is they're winning. It's
Man,
simple
back when I was
as
playing
that.
basketball,
You're winning.
back when I was playing basketball in high school, bro, before every home game, me and my partner, my cousin, them, man, we'll go and get somebody to get us a whole fifth of Wild Island Road for every home game. I'm 15, 16 years old. Before that, it was Cisco. Then we started drinking Wild Island Road. We drank a bottle of Wild Island Road, fifth of Wild Island Road for a game, and I go out and get you 20 every night.
Every night.
Every night.
Like
20, 10 every night.
Don't stop.
Like clockwork.
That's easy work.
Like I said,
I love
it's
it, man.
expected. It's expected for some of these kids to do something. All the kids are not going to be focused like that and already coming in line. It's just that once again, when they do mess up and they break rules, it's the accountability factor.
I'm about to bring in somebody that's gonna be new. That's new to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. He actually played at Auburn, ladies and gentlemen. Back in, I don't know what year it was a while. He'll tell us what year it was. Ladies and gentlemen, Hallbone. What's going on, Hallbone? How you feeling, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing pretty good, old man. How you doing?
I'm doing
What's
great,
going on,
man.
man?
Oh,
Hey, if you can call going out and get your brain beat in for a day or two playing, I played there. Yeah. Coach,
Man,
Coach Don said I had a good lick to me, but said I didn't have the feet. So there you go.
You still put the helmet on. You still put the uniform on.
Yeah,
so
I can hit now. I can hit. I can take
We
a lick.
still
I
say
just
you
couldn't
played.
move.
It
Couldn't
is.
move good enough.
So Harbon, your thoughts, man. How far can Byrum Brown take this Auburn football team next year? What are your thoughts on it?
I tell you right now, I think the young man has he's got a good future ahead of him.
Okay.
Now, I don't care where you playing football at it, and people make a lot, but now wasn't that the Big 12? Wasn't they in the Big 12?
They was in the AAC. They was a group of 5 school. So
AAC, that's right. They was in the AAC, but still, that's long about the same. I mean, now, I mean, I'm not no disparaging Big 12, but they did take a step when they lost. When they lost the Big 2, they took a step back. Now, come on. But
I love it. I love it.
I'm just telling you, he's gonna do us a good job, man. I really believe that. I believe we're gonna see. I really think he's gonna take Auburn farther than we've been in a while. And he's got the vision.
Okay.
He's got the ability to run with the ball, and he's got the ability. Now a lot of people talking about, well, he just runs, he don't throw. Listen, just watch and see. Watch and see what he does this time. Yeah. He's going to be throwing the ball because he's getting ready for what? He wants to go to the NFL.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see his best. So, yes, I believe that he can take us to, now a lot of people talking about 7 wins, 6 wins, and that's farther than we've been in a good little while. But I'm looking around about like 8.
Okay.
And maybe even 9 or 10.
Okay. Right.
What they say, the bug,
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
bug? If I'm bugging this 9 or 10, but I really think we can make 8. I really do.
Okay. Okay.
I see 4 we're gonna drop probably, but hey, I'm not selling this team short because this right here, this heart right here,
Mm-hmm.
that heart makes a big difference. And these boys got heart now. They got heart. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They want it. They got a chip and they got a heart going because they love a place that's give them an opportunity. They got a chip on their shoulder because they know they were better than some they seen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they got attention, So that makes a lot of difference. Plus now they're getting money, but they're going to be accountable with it. Because this coaching staff is not going to allow these young men to see. And I'm like Edward. I'm with Edward on that. Now these young men that we lost, that left. Hey, you when I went to Auburn. Hey, don't ask me about stuff that went on at Auburn when I first left my home and went down somewhere, and I was a young man, and I didn't have all that money. I had to work 3 jobs to have any money, But hey, I'm telling you, they come down there and they get all that money, and money's no object. And you 16, are you 17, 18, 19 years old? Well, come on, man. They're gonna be, hey. It's the coach's responsibility, and the coaches were too scared to lose what they saw as talent, and it ruined the young man's it ruined their ability to play like they should have played. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But now I don't put that on the young men so much. I put it because I'm gonna tell you something. The young man from Malcolm. Now he was a good young man. I mean, in high school, that boy. He was a good man. Now he was a good young man. Come in, he did a lot of extracurricular stuff to help people and all that. But now, money, being lax, letting them get by with it. Whose fault is that? That's the coach's fault.
Hubert,
the golf guy.
Yeah, you gotta, hey, you know what you got. You told mom and daddy, what'd you tell them? I'm gonna take care of your young man while he comes down here, and I'm gonna see after him,
I'm not sure if you said that, but
you can't just let him, hey, all right, it's all right. He's missing, he's coming in late. He's doing a little this, he's doing a little that, but that's okay. Just he's gonna give it to me on Saturday. Hey, if you ain't practicing, if you ain't studying your man that you're going up against this week, and that's got to be on you. Mm-hmm. If you're not putting the effort into that like you should during the week, you're not going to give your all and best on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You give your best on Saturday when you prepare during the week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what was happening. They thought, well, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to shine my money, Well, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying money. I'm saying, they're going to shine their talent. But what I'm saying is you cannot shine your talent if you're not prepared.
True.
And that was hurting the young men. And yeah, I blame that on the coaches. But the young men, they bear responsibility too. Now, I'm not letting them off the hook. But, you get what you allow them to give you. And if the coach is going to let them do it, then they can't complain when they're out here running the wrong route or they don't know the play or you expecting them to know a play and you calling a play in this game that y'all ran over 2 months ago and you expect them to remember it. Well, number one, they probably hadn't been in that playbook studying it that hard. So they don't remember that play. You hadn't gone over it this week. So you you might know it, but that's because you've been coaching this system for whatever, how many years. So no, they're not going to give all the best they can, and it's probably best for them to have a fresh start somewhere else. A lot of them that went on. Now, there's some of them I believe. I believe Cam Coleman. I believe the agent had a lot to do with Cam Coleman. I really do, because his daddy. They give him the opportunity. That's on him. He's got to make his life, so they give him the opportunity to make his decision. But I really believe that agent is saying, okay, I want to put him where, I can get the best PR for him, and the best vision, everybody to see what my client has got, because I want to get him a good NFL contract. He knows this is just a few years here. This is a year maybe. And so he's ready to get that contract every year in the NFL. He ain't studying. He ain't half studied college too much. I mean, yeah, he's gonna get them millions, but this is a few years. He's wanting that long term in the NFL. So he's like, well, I'm gonna get him somewhere he can be seen.
Okay.
But I think that's what happened. A lot of that is he's just preparing him and putting him in the best light.
Okay.
But hey, Byrum Brown. Man, I believe we're going to see something we ain't seen in a while at Auburn. And that is, I believe we're going to see a quarterback play that is, he's going to be prepared, because, the coach ain't bringing him in. What do we know about this coach? We know he gets prepared. We know he requires his people be prepared. And what's the number one guy that's got to be prepared? And he's got to know all the play, what the players are supposed to do on offense. That's quarterback. So he don't just know his; he got to know everybody else's stuff. So yeah, I believe we're gonna see him, man. He's gonna shine.
Okay.
I got no doubt about it. I believe he's gonna shine.
There it is. He's gonna shine. I want to ask a question. I want to ask everybody a question before we get out of here. Byrum Brown, 3,000 yard passer, 1,000 yard rusher last season. Got injured the year before, but he was on track to do that. The year before that, he was a 3,000 yard passer, 800 yard, right at 900 yard rushing. What stat line would Byrum Brown have to put up this year for Auburn to be successful in 2026? Like, does he have to have a 3,000, 1,000 yard season? Does he only have to be 2,300 and maybe 5? Does he have to be 2,500 and 1,200 yards rushing? Like, what stat line do you think at the end of the year, if we're looking at Auburn, because I'm hearing a lot of people saying 8 wins, 9 wins. You got some people saying that Auburn could be in the CFP this year. What stat line does he have to attain to achieve those heights for Auburn to be in that conversation this year? I'm gonna start with Bubba.
Yeah, well, I mean, success is subjective. For me, success would be 8 wins.
Okay.
So, as far as like my prediction, I think he goes for 2,700, probably 18 to 20 touchdowns through the air, 4 or 5 picks. One thing about this system is your quarterbacks don't really throw picks. It's one of the best things about this system. They keep the ball clean. And I think on the ground he'll have about 800, but I'd bet money that he leads the team in rush attempts, because that's just been the trend for his whole career. I think that the bare minimum you have to get out of him to have a successful season, which again is about 8 wins, you got to get at least 2,500 and probably at least 700 on the ground with a total of around 30 touchdowns, because he is the offense all comes down to him. It all runs through him.
Okay. All right. Kid Country.
Like I say, man, I mean the most important versus the rushing yards, I'm looking at what he got over in the stats to say TO. I think that's the most important for winning games. So he will put the ball on the ground a little bit. I seen him do it, protecting the ball. But I think the biggest thing with him, I say 28, 29, I say high 3,200 yards, and probably on the rushing for 500.
Okay. Okay.
Because if I got called, I know he had been the number one on the team. But I don't think that's the recipe for his success at Auburn. You know what I mean? You got Cobb, you got Washington, you got backs. You know what I mean? We gonna run the ball with the backs. Then when you ain't expecting, but we gonna let you keep it. You see what I'm saying? Versus trying to run him 20 times, 15 times a game in the SEC. I don't think that's a recipe for success, being that we don't really know what we have behind him, the quarterback. So I let that arm show, man. They know you can run the ball at the next level. You bought all these weapons in for him to throw the ball. I like to see him about 3,200 yards, and like you say, 500 to 600 yards rushing on the ground. You know, I think that's more along the line. I like to say this though before I go.
Go ahead.
I think that I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get some folks excited. I think Byrum Brown was built to be the quarterback at Auburn University. I think right now he couldn't have found nowhere in the world to go to better than Auburn. And here's the reason. For so long, I say since Bo Nix, not even Bo Nix, because a lot of fans didn't even like Bo Nix. Nick Marshall, Auburn fans have been begging for a quarterback. I think his level of showmanship with his little celebration after every touchdown, man, I think Jordan Hare Stadium is going to rock, man. When that man get to going in there and he do his little celebration, I think it's a match made in heaven for him, man, because it's literally going to rock. Man, he mess around and pull his shoulder down and run over somebody and land in the end zone, man, and do his little celebration. Man, you can see it now. So I think he's in the perfect situation, man. So that's it. That's all I got.
Shout out to Kid Country, man. You gotta say it before you get out of here. You gotta say it.
Hey, man, it's Kid out, man, and I'm gonna drop the mic. Y'all boy be safe and have a good night. And always remember, man, just keep the faith. God got y'all boys.
Shout out to Kid Country, man. We appreciate it, man. Make sure y'all go check him out on YouTube at Topping It Up with Kid Country and at his restaurant Adelines, Highway 14, Otakoville, Alabama. Shout out to him, man. We appreciate you. Edward, your thoughts?
You guys got your seatbelts on?
Yeah, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. I want to hear this.
Hold on. All right, here we go. It's going to shock some of y'all. Now, I do think he's going to maybe have somewhere in the neighborhood, maybe like 600-700 yards rushing.
Okay.
Somewhere up in that neighborhood. If he can put that together with a good touchdown to interception ratio and play like Peyton Thorne, his numbers his last year, that's what we're looking for.
2,700 yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all he would need. Because the thing, if we can get back in that, if we just do what Peyton Thorne did that season, because it wasn't about, I mean, we had offensive problems and, you know, we can get to the end of the game. It's just the fact that Peyton Thorne was not going to bring you over the finish line. This guy can. That's what you need in this, in trying to get to the SEC championship in the playoffs. These quarterbacks that you've seen out there can get their teams to the finish line if they need to by themselves at the end of the game. It's going to be on them. They want the drama. Last couple quarterbacks that we had didn't want that smoke. You know, we had to put more players around Peyton Thorne so he could be successful. It had to be other folks. Jackson Arnold, I don't know what, dude just didn't want to let the ball go. But, yeah, Peyton Thorne numbers with a little bit more rushing yards, that's what you're looking for. Because you'll win a lot of games. Because I believe, like I said, he just like Nick Marshall, man, and Cam Newton. When it got down to crunch time, dudes made plays, man.
Made plays. I get what you're saying. Here's the thing that people fail to realize. With Peyton Thorne in his last year, 2,700 yards passing.
21 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
21 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. If I'm not mistaken.
I think it was only 9 picks. I could be wrong, though.
Maybe not. No.
We felt those 9, though.
That would have won us a lot of games this year.
All I'm going to say is this. Kendrick Lovin-Smith was 19 yards away from being a 1,000-yard receiver.
Very true.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
leave it
you
at
know, if the coach was just in some more offensive meetings, you know, this thing could have, you know, turned out differently. But
it is what it is. Ant, your thought process on that. What stat line does Byrum Brown have to have, in your opinion, to reach the success levels of where you think Auburn can be next year?
here we go.
Well, I think I'm gonna shock some people when I say this.
Oh, here we go.
Give him 3,100. Again, he'll be the second 3,000-yard passer in Auburn history
For a single season. For a single season. Yeah.
for a single season. And I really don't think you need that many, between 300 and 500 rushing yards, if
Ooh.
that many.
Okay. All right.
Because your backfield gonna hold you up.
Okay. All right.
Who the tailbacks is does not matter.
Yeah.
Best believe if it's a crucial game, this man is getting 15 to 20. This is
Hey,
where the offense is built.
This is a good point right here. You got a good point right there about Peyton Thorne. Peyton Thorne did miss a whole game and a half that season as well, because Hank Brown played in that. Hank Brown played, and then Hank Brown played the first half of the Arkansas game, so he would have been a 3,000-yard passer. So that is true. That's a good point. That is a great point, James. That's a great point.
I can also see AG doing the opposite of what Malzahn does in these Sanford games and these early games against the Group of 5.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to put up a show. We're working this offense out. We ain't just gonna just run the ball through the B and C gap all game and just try to get out the game and not work on that.
Okay. Marcus, I know you excited about this one because I know you was harping on it last year about run the ball with the running backs. What is your thought process on this? What does Byrum Brown numbers have to be in order for Auburn to be in that successful area where you think they'll be next year?
I think he'll be like a 700-800 yard rusher still.
Okay.
I think he puts up a lot of touchdowns. I think we utilize his legs a lot in the red zone this year. I think he throws for along the lines of 3,000. I don't think he gets to that 3,000 mark per se. I'm floating around 28, 29.
Okay.
But I think he puts up like 30 to 35 touchdowns.
Ooh, okay then. 30, 35 touchdowns with 2,900 yards passing. I like it. Okay then. Wait, what you thinking?
I would say I'm probably with Ant as far as the passing yards. 31 could be better. We just have to see about that one. And I don't 500 rushing yards maybe, because like you say, with this three-headed monster they got at running back, don't use them unless you just got to. And from what we got to go against with defenses next year, we don't have to see Oklahoma. So was probably the best defense we saw. Everybody else we could have ran the ball on. Could have ran the ball on them too with the running backs. And they say, running the ball is not non-negotiable. So yeah, if he ain't got but 500, man, because we got some backs that can tote it. So yeah, 3,200 passing yards. So yeah.
Man, I hope we not disappointed at the end of the season, man.
Hey, look, I was gonna say, hey, Marcus, them 35. You said 35 touchdowns total.
Yeah, I said 30 to 35.
30 to 35. With 30 to 35, bro, we might be undefeated. So you got to remember what our defense, because our defense coming again, bro. I'm not even worried about
Strong medicine.
Hey, but look at last year. Every game we lost what was the biggest deficit that we lost by? What, 7? Or was it 10?
The biggest deficit Auburn lost by was,
I think we lost by 2 scores to Georgia. And I think that was it.
No, we lost by 10 to Georgia. It was 20 to 10.
It was by 10.
Yeah.
So 10. I think 10 is the biggest deficit. Yeah.
10 the biggest.
Yeah, that's way more touchdowns than we had this year. You talking about just a quarterback? We ain't talking about the running back scoring. So Pleasant get off and may get a couple of picks or somebody. So yeah, bro, that would have won a lot of ball games with that many touchdowns this past season.
I like
Some of these teams are not gonna be as good neither as they were last year.
You know what?
LSU.
You know what? You
Yeah.
know what? Hallbone.
That's an interesting point.
Before I come to you, Hallbone, and I get your stat line. That's okay. I want to briefly. Is
That's an
this
interesting point.
briefly? That is an interesting point. Briefly, is this the year? Like, if we looking at this from a totality standpoint, if we looking at because what we're gonna do in the offseason is we're gonna look at other SEC teams as well in the offseason like we did last year, and we are definitely gonna look at the roster. The teams that Auburn are going to be playing on the schedule for the 26 season. We definitely going to be looking at those teams and critiquing those like we did last year in the offseason. But is this not the year for Auburn to come out and make a statement and get confidence moving forward with so much more happening at other SEC schools? Like okay, so for example, Kentucky, and we don't play Kentucky, but you got Kentucky and Will Stein, who they're opening the checkbook and they're getting a lot of new guys in. LSU has got who we do play. It seems as if nobody wants to come to LSU and play with Lane Kiffin, even though Sam Levitt has just announced it. Tennessee is still trying to flip Sam Levitt back to Tennessee, and apparently there may be some traction there. You're looking at Florida. We still don't know Philo is going to be the quarterback at Florida, but you have Marcus Davis, who's the wide receiver coach there. Eric Singleton Jr. pulled his name out of the NFL draft process to go into the portal to go to Florida. You look at Ole Miss, Pete Golden. Let's just be honest with you. Pete Golden will be his first year as the full-time head coach at Ole Miss. He has picked up a lot of guys in the portal on the defense side of the ball that have been, quality starters at other schools in the ACC, the SEC, and things of that nature. Jay Crawford is going to be playing there next year. When you look at Mississippi State, I'm not going to be as high on Mississippi State this year as I was last year. Still got to see what they do on the defense side of the ball and see exactly what they bring in. But they lost some stuff in the portal.
They did.
Texas, you look at Texas. I stated this. This could be a whole nother conversation. I just don't know about the move that happened at Texas. Texas lost 46% of their roster. They got to rehaul the offensive line. The defensive side of the ball, in my opinion, is not going to be as strong as it was the past 2 seasons, in my opinion. So you sitting here looking at you sitting here looking at a quarterback who progressed at the end of the year, but still didn't put together full games. In my opinion. And when you watch the tape and you listen to quarterbacks that have played the game, they say there are mechanical problems there, and when you watch it, you see it. So I sit there and I'm like, all right. You look at Texas A&M, they lose Casey Concepcion to the draft process. Marcel Reed's back. I mean, there are a lot of questions in the SEC. The only team to me. The new OC who is Holman Wiggins, who was at Alabama for a couple of years. He's gonna now be calling plays.
Never called plays
before. He's now gonna be the play caller at Texas A&M. I mean, the only team that I look at and see that potentially is still like going to be the standard bearer is Georgia. Like, you still have their quarterback coming back. You didn't really lose much. I mean, you lost Elo Mendoza on the defense side of the ball, but did he really impact the defense like we thought he would in this past season? Didn't really. You look at Alabama. We don't know who Alabama starting quarterback gonna be. Is it gonna be Austin May? Is it gonna be Keelan Russell? Is it gonna be somebody else? Now they did get a wide receiver in the portal from NC State, who they seem to be very high on. There are a lot of questions in the SEC this year. Is this not the season that we can just look at this from a totality standpoint of view, where we literally see a quarterback and its whole entire receiving core just and just come to Auburn and just come in and just play and just win football games? Like, let's just be honest with you.
That is great, because we are the only team that I think that you could say that outside of Georgia, like, the guy's bringing everybody he just played with.
Exactly.
Like it's almost like you just took one side of the football and just transplanted it into Auburn. So like the continuity there is more than over half the conference. So you make a very, very interesting point there.
You know where your question is gonna be at though?
Where will it
in the trenches?
Okay,
100%.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I agree.
If you can build the trenches to become even a half dominant SEC team, then you can be at least a top 5.
So all I'm saying is, by addition by subtraction, Auburn could literally be a 9. I like now that I'm listening to it and now that I understand it, could Auburn really be a 10-win team next year in this conference?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think any
Easy.
of these teams could. Like, I don't think there's a team in the SEC that you can point at and say that team cannot win 10 games. Like, I truly think that every single team, even Kentucky, with them having a new coach and all, in its transfer portal or era, where you get in the specific pieces you need to perform, I think any of these teams can win 10 games next year. I just do. Some are closer than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's not outside of the realm of possibilities. Like I said, it started this. We're looking at Indiana play Miami. This is a team full of transfer portal guys.
Ted.
Both of them.
Tez, how many offensive linemen did he bring with him? Was it 5?
Did he
talking
bring
about,
5? He brought 2.
Or was
You
it,
talking about?
I was thinking
You talking
3 or
about,
5. I couldn't remember. I thought it was
You talking
3.
about Golish?
I think he
Yeah,
just
Golish.
He brought in
Golish. He brought the
2.
2 Coles. The 2 Coles.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
think he signed another one from where'd the other guy come from?
He
He
signed,
just
Uh,
brought.
he signed one from James Madison and one
Yeah.
from Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Didn't he
and then
just bring the
Coles.
center?
Yep.
Yeah.
From Michigan State. Yeah.
Right.
2,000
I mean
snaps.
from
Yeah, the center
from
from
South
South
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 3, right?
Yeah.
2. No.
Okay.
That's 2 that he brought from
that's-
South Florida. He brought 2
it's
from
2
South Florida,
Yeah.
and then he signed 2 more from
Portal.
from other schools.
So it's four new guys.
Mhm.
Okay, so we got 4 new guys. We got 4
Mhm.
new guys. Okay. Well, that's going to be. I mean, we're going to go as the offensive line goes, and specifically, how they do the pass blocking. Last year, I don't know. We couldn't handle that. If any team would do a little twist on us, we were gone.
Yeah.
They weren't getting coached.
They were getting
I think
coached.
we're gonna be.
They weren't getting coached.
Yeah,
So-
I think we're gonna be better. We're gonna be better handling twists and stunts this year.
Yeah, that's one thing. I think so too, because I think that little coach, that young coach, I think he's gonna be a good one. But yeah, we're gonna go as the offensive line goes. Because I think I know we need a couple of more on the defensive line. We need at least probably 2 more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hey, I think they can. I think they're gonna make a little hay this time, and if not, I think they're gonna make sure in the backfield, DVD and all, they're gonna make sure that defensive backfield is gonna be on par. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord, we got enough
That's what-
safeties. Well, we got 9 safeties.
Man, we got more than 9.
Man,
we got enough.
we got about-
We got
we got
enough.
about
lot of-
15.
For another
Yeah.
school, if y'all
Yeah.
need
We got enough.
safety.
It's a
got
lot of
enough
safety,
safety.
man. There's a lot of safety.
I know the line of scrimmage is going to be a concern. I
Mhm.
do agree with Wade. Our defense has been good. The only thing the defense needs to work on is in crunch time because our DBs be getting hands to the face. They be doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff at the end of the game. So that's the only thing I think on the defense back end that they need to work on.
I agree
That's
with that.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. Fellas, it's been a great show, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Paul Bone, what you want to say to people before we get up out of here? Before you get up out of here, my guy.
Have a lovely day, man. Y'all hang in there with this cold weather, and we'll see you on the other side, man.
That's what it is. We'll see you on the other side, man. Shout out to Hall Bone, man. We appreciate you coming on, man.
All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, now. Have a good one, man. Shout out to Hall Bone for rocking with us, man. Wade, what you got to say to the people before we get up out of here, Wade?
Man, everybody be blessed, and catch you on the next one.
There it is. Wade, where you at? Wait, well, I ain't gonna put your location out there, but are you back close to the house?
You know what, man? I done been home and went to the house, and I left out this morning, and I am in Troy right now, coming out of Tennessee. Yeah, heading to Florida, and then back up to Tennessee, back to Florida. So yeah, got part of my week planned out already.
So you just stay in the Southeast. You don't have to go above.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to go above Virginia. That's good.
No, sir. No.
That's great.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, look, this my truck. Hey, I left a company trying to run my truck.
I heard
they
that.
trying to tell me where I got to go with my truck. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay with you. So yeah, and I've done enough of that, and I don't care for all the cold weather and the snow. They can keep it. And I'm gonna
That's
let
what's
Ed
up.
run out there to Colorado like
Yeah,
he
let
is.
Ed
Whoa,
do that.
whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa!
let
Wait a
Ed
minute!
do
Wait a
that.
minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait
Keep
a
the
minute!
snow.
Y'all ain't
Yeah,
gotta
let
put
Ed.
me out there like that,
Hey,
man.
you don't want to be out there all in the Pacific Northwest
Bro,
with no
it's not
guardrails
snow.
on the
Bro,
road.
listen what I'm telling you. It's
You
not
be
snowing,
everywhere.
bro. I'm
Yeah.
chilling right now.
He like
I'm
going.
cruising. Listen, man, I'm cruising right now, man. Ain't no snow on the ground. Ain't no leftover snow. It ain't freezing. You can actually walk out here with a short sleeve on,
Where
man.
you
You know?
at? Hold up. Where you
Man,
at?
I'm in Kansas City, sir.
Inside Magic
Bruh,
City.
And,
stop it, man. If you in Kansas
to
City,
the-
Missouri, bro, it is cold out there. Stop it,
and
Bro,
to-
man.
no, it's
and-
not. I swear. I promise you it's not.
Okay.
Inside
the,
Magic City.
Man,
took-
come on.
he took the
man.
18-wheeler to
I ain't been
Honolulu.
no, man.
He did.
I've been
That's
on
what it
Magic
sounds like.
City,
I don't know
man.
how he got it all the way over there either, to be honest with you, man.
Bro,
That's
for real,
wild.
I'm telling you, it's not cold. It might be 50. I promise you.
Okay.
It's raining in there.
Yeah, he said it's raining inside Magic City, man.
Man, come
All
on.
right, Wade, man. Be safe out there on that road, Wade.
Yes, sir. Y'all
All
be
right,
easy.
man. Yes,
He
sir,
said
man.
it's
Shout out to I
raining in
got
there.
Wade for
That's
rocking with
funny.
us, man. Shout out to Wade. Mr. 21 Levels. What's going on? What you gotta say to the
Hey,
people before
man.
we get up out of here, man?
Never, ever, never, ever get on my level. Hey, man. Transfer portal look like it's going good. You know, just keep your seatbelt on. We're doing good.
Telling y'all, man, get ready. It's gonna be some more signings that's gonna come down the pipe between. I think y'all gonna be surprised by somebody that's gonna get signed because but I don't know. I think Bubba broke the news yesterday, but I don't think nobody heard it. I think we may be getting another wide receiver.
Yeah, not shocking.
Just saying.
Oh man, it might go down in the next 30 minutes.
I think so.
Right,
That's the reason
right.
why I said it. I think the reason why it's gonna happen because the particular team he's coming from, they picked up the number 3 wide receiver in the portal in Jace Brown from Kansas State. So he got to go because Jace Brown is an upgrade. I'm just being real. He is. He that dude. I wish we could have got him. Wish we could have got Jace Brown, but he ended up going somewhere else. But it is what it is. All right, man. Ed, we appreciate you, my guy. All right, now shout out to Ed, Mr. 21. Can you do something for me? That's what I'm talking about. We appreciate y'all so much, man. For rocking with us, man. Shout out to Jay said he drive too. He said, "What y'all haul?" Well, Jay, when I used to do it, I used to just drive. I used to pull a drive van. I used to pull the drive van when I did it. That's it. I wasn't pulling nothing else. I wasn't pulling no liquid. I wasn't doing refrigerator or nothing like that. Nothing. I wasn't hauling lumber. I was just doing a straight drive van. Now I think Ant out here pulling some stuff that y'all don't know about, but I'm just saying.
Oh man, God. Oh,
They finna know about it now.
Y'all trying to tell my little secrets, man. Come on, now, bro.
But that was like 3-4 years ago when I was doing. I had to get out the road, man. I got homesick, so it is what it is. But what you gotta say, man? Before we get up out of here, man.
Yeah, just try and stay patient and don't get too high, don't get too low. Stay as rational as possible.
Best news of the day, right there. That's what we got to do. Stay patient. That's all we got to do. Oh, he hauled cars. He hauled cars.
That's interesting.
Man, you got the job right there, man. Home, and that's what I'm saying. I was just about to say he home every day. That's what I'm talking about. That's great. That's great right there. Hey, what you got to say to people before we get up out of here, man?
10 wins, college football playoffs.
I will just throw everything I just said out the window.
Alex Brown asked the question. Do you think we get the LSU O-line transfer?
Who's talking about?
If you're talking about Tyree Adams, I think Tyree Adams already signed with him. But if you're talking about the Mabuga, I can't pronounce that. Is it Paul Mabuga?
I don't know.
I think it's Paul Mabuga. Yeah, he's a red shirt. I know he's either a red shirt freshman or a red shirt sophomore. He's young. He hasn't been playing a lot like that. I think it's Paul Mabunga. I think that's how you say his last name. I'm not sure. I think there are some. There was a report that came out and said that there were some guys that Auburn were talking to that have not been officially, or even there hasn't been anything that has been given out to the public as of yet, and some of the people in the back end aren't opening their mouths about who it is. So can't tell you to be completely honest with you on that one. So it's a possibility. It's a possibility he could be one of those guys that Auburn talked to. I mean, you still need to go out and probably get 2 offensive linemen just to come in and get some quality depth. So it's a possibility he could be there. Could be there.
Well, I know things were really heating up yesterday with the Carday Smith.
Yes,
but he's from Colorado. But I mean, that's really cooled off today. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. Now, honestly, I have no idea.
It may, and that probably could be because I kind of heard something similar to that too. Ant, he said Ant hauling Auburn's equipment. Ant, you pulling the Auburn equipment truck to every game. Ant done went mute on us. We don't even know. Man, it is what it is.
No.
Tez, what you gotta say to me before we get up out of here, man?
Wish I was, but
yeah.
no.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. All right. I appreciate y'all, man. I've been absent for a minute, dealing with some family stuff. Bit of a tragedy. So I appreciate all of the well wishes and the kind words that you guys send out. I don't know if I'm gonna do a show tomorrow. I don't have it all set up. I haven't been in the loop. I don't have it all set up and ready to go. So we'll see. If I do one tomorrow, you guys will get the notification, of course. To the guys that if you're in the chat and you won the contest, your merchandise is packed, ready to go. I'm taking it to the post office first thing in the morning. I'll get that out. But again, I appreciate you guys, man, I actually gained subscribers while I was out, which is crazy.
That's what's up.
Which is crazy because I didn't put out any content. So I appreciate you guys, man, for continuing to pray for me and all that good stuff, man. Just trying to think of anything else that that's about. Oh, yeah, I didn't get to give you my my Byrum Brown. Yeah, I think Byrum Brown has to throw for 3,000 yards.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I think per this offense, he has to throw for 3,000. If he doesn't throw for 3,000 yards, we have a really, really, really bad receiver problem. Because unlike Freeze, like this offense is only going to run the ball when we have an advantage. Only going to throw the ball when we have an advantage. He's going to throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage a lot. When he runs the ball, it's going to be 5-man boxes, possibly a 6-man boxes when you get the quarterback run stuff. But like I think that it has to go now. We have to get out of our mind that 3,000 yards means 10 games because that doesn't. It's a different type of offense because the defense is going to be on the field a ton because we're going to go fast. So the defense may not look like it looked last year in terms of yardage, but in terms of turnovers and opportunities, you may still get that. Mm-hmm. But it's going to look different. Some traditionalists are not going to like it. But the results are going to be there in terms of yardage and production. I think he has to throw for 3,000 yards, so it was, it's not working well.
Okay. So we got Ted said he got to throw for 3,000.
Yeah, he's got to.
All right. 3,000 it is, man. It is. Marcus got big things coming for Water Cooler Talk Sports. I ain't going to spoil it, but we got some big stuff coming for Marcus on the end. Marcus, I say this, Marcus has his own show coming soon on Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. It's going to be lit. So, Marcus, what you got to say to people before we get up out of here?
I'm in there, Marcus. Cancel me in. Go ahead, don't put me down.
It's actually going to be a pre-recorded show. He didn't want to do it live. He's trying to do it pre-recorded. But
it don't matter, man.
Hey, man. As Nick alluded to, we got some big things coming, man. But, hey, until then, man, y'all be safe and be blessed, man. Hey, catch us back Wednesday.
That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, man, that's what it is. There they go. Look at them. They with you, Marcus. They with you. They can't wait.
Man.
It's I will tease this. The first episode will be February 5th. It will be February 5th. It's gonna be a weekly episode. It's not gonna be every day like me, because he didn't want to do that. But he will give you something weekly every Thursday starting February 5th. So y'all get ready for it. I want y'all to get ready. We pubbing it early. So y'all can be on the lookout for it. We getting it set up so that y'all can get ready for it. So We ain't gonna give you the name yet, even though it has a name. We're not giving you the name. Just know
It's just-
February 5th, Marcus's show on Water Cooler Talk Sports comes out.
What's
That's all
what's
I'm
the rating on this, Marcus? Is it PG-13? Is this what we're going with?
Hey man, look, man. All I would say is, as of right now, it's pre-recorded. But if y'all want to go live, it can go live. But you know, man, just come kick it with me, man. You know, we gonna. Hey, I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as possible. But you know, I'm not Nick, so I will try to remain professional. I will try. Keyword try.
Somebody, hey, Mike got a name for it. He said the Mayor Files.
Okay. See, that's
Mayor
my boy
Files.
right there. That's my boy.
There
I
it
always
is.
come with the stuff I need.
B. Shaw said Day in the Life with Marcus the Mayor.
Hey,
It's a highly anticipated show, ladies and gentlemen. This is a
Man.
highly anticipated show.
hey,
People want to
Sean,
see it.
you trying to turn it into a reality show?
People want to see it. They want to see it. I'm just saying, they want to see it. You know, I want to see it. You know, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. You know what it is? But no, it's gonna be a dope show, man. It's gonna be a really dope show. It's a really dope idea. But it's gonna be a dope show. It's gonna be a dope show, man. All right, man. We about to get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. Make sure y'all subscribe to these YouTube channels before we get out of here, man. At it's SC season, I got Ted's at Tight Sports Alabama Football Americast. What I got Tight at Auburn_AddisTV with DC Wolf, man. Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast, man. Shout out to Dustin. Be Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk on his way to 2,000 subs. You may hit that probably in the next couple of weeks. Vandy Chris over to Go to Broom Podcast, and if you go to Facebook, the Anchor Down Live podcast with Vandy Chris. I think it's a daily show that he's going to be doing every Monday. I think Monday through Friday. So check him out over there. Huggy Beard himself on YouTube. I got Edward Kid Country, man, chopping it up with Kid Country. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. And of course, Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk. What I got, Bubba from Bubba and the Old Man, legends in this Auburn game, man. Also, make sure y'all go subscribe to I got JMHO Sports Talk. What I got, Coach Sean, and On the Block Sports with Coach Carl as well, man. Shout out to I got DJ, man. Day one supporter of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood and EY. And make sure you follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's.
Hollywood.
We appreciate y'all so much, man. Support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports. We appreciate y'all so much for that. Hey, do us a favor. Go follow us on our social medias. Follow us, Water Cooler Talk Sports, on X, Twitter at CoolersPod23, on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. We're gonna start posting more over there on Facebook, and of course, www.watercoolertalksports.com. Trust me, the homepage is going to look a little different. If you have been to watercoolertalksports.com, it looks a certain way now, but over the next 3 days, if it looks like it's being updated while you're there, that's because it is. So if something looks weird and out of place while you visit, I'm gonna be actually redesigning it while it's still live. So it may look like something is in one place at one point. If you refresh, it'll be in a different place. Trust me. It's over the next 3 days. This thing is gonna look. We're gonna have this thing looking good and looking more presentable instead of just having 4 stories on the homepage. So we're gonna have this thing looking right, man. We appreciate y'all so much for joining us over there, man, for your latest college football, SEC football, and Auburn football news, man. Legitimate media. I just want to keep saying that. Also, if you want to support Water Cooler Talk Sports, you can support us with Super Chats doing the show, man. We appreciate that so much. Shout out to Calvin Peterson with the $2 Super Chat tonight, man. And if you just want to become a member and you want to support every month, recurring payment every month, $5.99 a month to become a member. First, you're supporting Water Cooler Talk Sports, and then, of course, exclusive content that's coming down the pike with Water Cooler Talk Sports throughout the year. And it's going to ramp up as the closer we get to football season. So get ready, man. We're going to have a great time. We appreciate y'all so much for that, man, and for rocking with us. All right, man, we're going to get out of here, man. We didn't keep y'all for a long time, man, and we appreciate that. We appreciate y'all so much, man. It's all good. It's all good. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all presence is always appreciated around here. Sluther Durkee said Mark is taking off like a rocket. Yes, he is. Said it's all good, Nick. Get it done, then get it right. Yeah, man. We're gonna get this thing, we're gonna get this thing rocking and rolling, man. If y'all like the website, man, let us know, man. We appreciate it. And we got some stuff that's gonna be added to the website We actually got a forum that we're in the process of getting coded into the website. So that will be coming around May once we get all of that taken care of. So you can have your forum. We can be around the forum, like the message board. So it's gonna be dope. But all right, man, we're gonna get out of here, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us as always. Y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his, because guess what? He deserves all the praise and all the glory. Make sure y'all do that. And until Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler. It is one love. Guess what? We are out this mug. We holla at y'all, man. Y'all be easy. We gone.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.